Son of a bitch, thank you, man. I have the clocking of the mic behind my tablet, so I did not see it. That's embarrassing. Well, I was saying, thank you for the follow, Aaron. Nice to see you. How is your day going? The vote is gonna be very awkward, me not speaking for 40 minutes. Or me mimicking for 40 minutes. About just working on portfolio side. Ooh, that sounds great. I tried the portfolio side, but me and design are two separate pathways. I'm not that big into it. Are you a front-end dev? Okay, let's give it a couple of seconds maybe so we can try to connect. Yeah, the one part is driving me crazy. I don't like front-end. Same, man. Really, but all jobs are asking for a website. Really? That's interesting. I'm in my part, people don't. I haven't had anybody ask me on a website. Still in connecting state. Is there a way to wait? Like how? God damn it. Connect and send stuff via WebSocket.js. I do embedded low levels. That's even more weird that they would want a website even though you're working on embedded. Actually, I expect more an embedded connection to be like even lower. Even I don't know, be like more about what you learn. Like I usually do backend stuff, so people ask me a lot about databases and about design. Yeah, it's very weird. You wouldn't. It's a fun project though. Oh, definitely. I've done some. Feel free to check it out. Absolutely. If it's already on, I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, I've done. Like now, it's not ready because I'm waiting on the. Damn, that's clean, man. With the whole. Yeah, maybe this is lagging because of my Firefox. Probably better on Chrome. Yeah, it's more fluid on Chrome. Looks solid. I gotta lie, the team looks great. I got a test on Firefox, didn't know that. Yeah, there's some inconsistency sometimes between Firefox. Probably in how the animation. If you made it with using, raw CSS, you gotta take the API is not the same. It's just JSON and hugs SVG. Ah, huge SVG. Then it's kind of weird that it will. Kind of weird that it will lag. I'm definitely gonna check it out. There's some weird experience there. So there has projects. Is the whole moving on Firefox? Who knows why? That's very interesting. But yeah, man, congrats. This looks solid. It's so slow. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know if it's my Firefox that has way too many extensions. Let's try in a private, so with nothing. We can see if it's the Firefox or if it is my extension. Now looks like it's a Firefox problem. Bizarre as shit. So weird. Back to ID. Yep. Yeah, it's a great idea. I don't know how many people use Firefox these days, especially that now they violate the promise of that they used to do of not grabbing your data. So that's that, but still like 20% of the market, it is a great idea to keep it going. Like who cares about Safari? Ain't nobody testing Safari. But Firefox would be nice for now. So on open. By the way, making is not accurate, but I'm remaking. This is the original project. GitHub and the Kahoot. If you're aware of the Kahoot game, we often use it to make games. Oh yeah, that's one. And use it on our bachelor and master parties. You make a Kahoot game strictly for the one who's made the diploma. And I made one in Next.js, the one that I linked to you. Now I'm remaking it in Golang and HTMX because I hate Next.js. I'm not ever touching this project again. This is just hideous. 98% of TypeScript. So this will be this is how the visual it worked. The cool thing is that I customized a little bit for my girlfriend. She loves dogs, so I put paws instead of symbols. And gonna work back up and fix it in a way that I can reason more. Like now that I'm working with the server, it just feels way better. Like definitely way better. All right, so WebSocket West Connect failed. Right. Connected. All right. No, stop. You don't need to connect every single time. So it will connect once and send the message, and I should be. Okay, I need to remove that so that doesn't pollute my. So the home doesn't need a writer. Oh, this needs it. Where am I? 73. I didn't get it. Superfluous response writer call from main. Like that's the big deal. I don't quite know what this guy big deal is, but does this fix it? Okay. So we're trying to see, like at this point, I'm writing a JSON. I believe I don't need to go the full JSON alert. I can just send, like let's send a simple message and try to see if that simple message does work out. I'm gonna keep the JSON over here, but I'm gonna send falafel. That's how you spell falafel. Yes. And now I'm hungry. So we spell out falafel. And I believe that it's like there was a way, I don't remember how, but I read the connection. Yes, it's a result. And that gets unmarshaled. Okay. I see now. So that's great. Hello server, we will say falafel. Not like the classic messages. And we catch up the falafel in my master by decoding what's incoming. So yeah, that's be var result JSON unmarshal. Do I even have a loop over here? Dude, game handler doesn't have the loop. Interesting. But we don't need it. So we're not gonna close that question anymore. Have to think about reason about how would I close the whole Redis business. So out of this is not a connection anymore. I believe the name would be oh wait, that's the handler. Okay, sounds great. Okay. So what would this be? The byte. Let's call it data. Or the other way it could be called is message. So that is basically the message. Okay. So RDB is not in the house. We can get the client. So RDB is going to be equal to client, that is client. Yeah, so I skipped on Next.js, but I also just really enjoy my Golang. Like I copied from Primagen, but really Go felt like way better because I tried on the Rust side. Maybe you would have a better time with something like Rust, but I had a well, let's say horrible time. I think that for what it's worth, it is quite kind of great. Wait, why am I doing all this stuff? I'm speaking and not taking attention here. But specifically for web dev, which is what I mostly do, I believe is the biggest overkill ever. So RDB is not needed anymore, fair enough. And we can check if message, and we will not print ln, and we print this. Like literally the one thing that always makes me reluctant is the fact that like why would I don't want to use something overly difficult for a simple task like reading and writing database. By the way, why is my game master not printing? Undefined lobby. Okay, so there it is, falafel. Great. And that once we can falafel it out, I would want to do a broadcast to everybody else. So each and every player, we would broadcast everything. This looks terrible on normal screen. It is way better when it's on the big responsive part. Okay, so this is what it should be looking like. Don't see. Okay. So localhost player. We're gonna go with John. And we're gonna. So the next thing that we'll do is check. Basically, that part works neatly. We open another socket connection from here. Rather than on open, I can do other stuff. Okay, on message, handle errors, on close. We want to send a message on open, but I think I'm guaranteed that it will work after 30 seconds. And the rest will be timeout. Okay. That will work out on its own. Timeout. Yeah. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Sure. Great. And what type of WebSocket could be placed over here? Now, for the first part, for the second part, the other correct solution for the second part we want to. So we send a message to our player, and we shall write somewhere how many people have answered. We actually should tell both the player and the. I think I should tell both the player and the question, but I don't know how this will handle sending sockets to. Can a client connect to more than one socket? Will this be a problem? Advanced line to distinct website to the same server, the same client. You have both encrypted, you have both streaming, you have both textual. Binary, don't want to bother adding your own protocol. You have multiple service protocols. Yeah. Now it's biting me in the ass to have two different states. Because I don't have a way to check if everybody responded. Wait, but who's sending them? Like this reaction over here? In fact, is not. But in fact, it is not instant. So I'm transferring everything. Oh yeah, I separated them because I wanted to have different states. If I can distinguish the game handler from the other one, I would like to have one state function, then split out in different implementations, and that would be neat. Yeah, but I also wore a lot different options, different problems. Last time that I tried to do double connection, it failed my browser fell apart and I crashed. So that's not good. I can always JS it, because with the JS it's not tripping. So I can always, at the end of the day, because I still do connect. This guy is connecting to the JS, so I don't see why this guy wouldn't. So you have one primary over here and then be another one which simply would ship my message. Like ship a +1 and ship that I answered. But this feels incorrect. Now, can my socket, my Gorilla connect Gorilla socket? Can my Gorilla also connect perhaps between the sockets? API reference. So yeah, the probable correct way is going to be the probable correct way is for the player to subscribe to the master because the master does not know I have them both. Like, first off, why is this not working? So this is 151, should be 152. Am I not updating the master? And answered TMP, count a toy, string red, count plus plus. Is there like a okay, so there's the master. And the master we can write it down over here. Wait, am I not calling this anywhere? Oh, that's why. Am I calling this anywhere? This happens every time I'm answering a question like save player info, no? Yeah, that's the player. So there should be like some way where I make up with my socket. All right, it's still in the state. Yeah, it's getting confused. And so this is supposed to happen. Here. There. So there's something. Oh, because I passed the connection, not the master. Oh. I was so confused as to why this suddenly doesn't work that great. Astfa, player connected, timeout, timeout. There's my master on 3. Bruv. The fuck? Starting to getting very confused. So it isn't the master problem here. Should always. Well, I know that the master. Well, there it is. How do I write stuff? There's the bathroom break. I'm gonna take it. Beer deck. Okay, back here. I forgot to write down this over here. Rather than the bytes. With the HTML. The byte from the HTML. So that should 171. Why? Oh, connection. My bad. Master. 172. Tac. Dude. If master is equal nil. Okay, the master is there. No, wait. I forgot. Is the writer's not working? Oh, this is very disappointing. Number of answered. Oh, because I'm not saying this. Like, that's the big deal? It's not like I need for it to be like that, you know? So it's simply not getting swapped. It's just broken down. Can I add the debug back in? So at this point, I'm kind of misunderstanding why will this not. Why is this not writing down my question? Unless. No, it isn't because. It should be returning the count, so. Can I print it out? But It looks clear to me that it's simply not swapping anything. So 180, and it's not getting swapped. Suddenly, it's not getting swapped. I don't see why. Because this time, I'm swear red. This time I'm working it out correctly. It is getting sent. Would it be because of my other socket connection? I mean, I don't believe that that's the problem, but the fuck did happen here? I struggle to believe how that would be an issue, but okay. So that is the issue. Basically, I can have one open socket at every point, which means that I have to work on that socket side. This makes an interesting complication. I cannot then the only other option would be to centralize every socket into one socket, into one connection. Instead of having multiple, I'm going to have a state. And the state is going to work down everything. The only doubt that I have is when I'm connecting, like I don't know how I did this, but I don't like this distribution. Tailwind and server. Okay. The one way in which I would like to know if I can make myself know which one of these is the correct. Like when I start with the player menu, I'm doing a extend. I'm doing a connection to the socket, right? I wish to know if there's some way in which I can identify myself instantly. Work to the player is easy because the player is making this post. Can I make an auto send to identify the master? Because the other way would be simply to check if it's not in the players, like if it doesn't have a name, then misses the players. HTMX sockets. So there's the voice send. receiving, cost abnormal, restart, try again later, HTMX configs, try again. What's the connect? This is tricky when a connection is being attempted. Okay, so this solves every problem because I can simply connect, and when I connect, I say I'm a player. Put him in the players. So let's give it a try, and basically the master. Like my index is getting triggered on the master side, which will then mean then I have to think on how they fix this guy over here. I believe I have some way to if I have some way to access it, we're fine. So my event is connecting. Let's see, there's an example here, HTMX. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just check the source code. Okay, so it's HTMX. JSX, there you go. So what's happening here? We define extension. There's a function. Like it isn't clear. How do I subscribe to one event? Because this is not an event. This is this is a config, right? But I believe I can subscribe to this specific event. Like at some point in my GitHub history, at some point, I did manage, don't remember reading the question. Buttons disabled as expected. Like this is the one, right? Okay, so it's a document, add event listener. That would be okay, so document. Why is it add event listener? The event we're subscribing is HTMX OS Connect. And it would be a function event, which I don't think I need. It's a console.log connecting. Hmm. There, it is getting fired. Is it bad to have script side body? No, because you can place it anywhere. Really, best practice tag should be placed before the closing time. Of the performance in terms of speed. Yeah, well. Oh, you're saying. Might this be because I'm probably have to register it? We are connecting. Yeah. Makes enough sense. Alright. So when we connect, we could simply just... Can we simply just... take over and send a message to all the events? This events trigger just before sending a message. This includes rather VS open. Is it when a connection has been established? Makes me wonder what I can do with the event over here. We are on. Let's print out the event. I'm on. Can I send something on this event? I want to send a message on the connect. Testing, migrating. Events. Okay, I would wish. I truly wish to understand. Send a message on socket open HTMX. Yeah, I can trigger manually something. So I should be listening on, I should be thinking on HTML terms. Do I make an invisible form that I trigger manually? Sounds insane, but however, so we are on, does work, and we can collect With the sockets, it's not the most amazing experience, not gonna lie. Okay. Now at this point, we don't have anything that will trigger something. So we could put in the end of the page like a quick little form. We could trigger in this page a form. Like this is getting triggered from the server. But I should be copying something from my player controls. That's it. That's the one. Okay, which is very good. I don't believe I need to put it specifically anywhere that I don't like. Like this was set. So questions. We don't need to swap anything really. Don't need any of this. Simply need like type name. Oh, this is hidden. And this will be the name master. So basically when oh, master. There should be no extra buttons, but there was this hidden button. Okay. And the ID would be master. Now over here, we will go and type HTML button. And we'll do a const master equals document.get ID. There we go, master. Master.click. This click or does this simulates a mouse click? Okay. Game master is in the house. Okay, from message, read the message. Let's print out the string of the message. What do you mean, bad request? So does this mean that I have to move it inside a WebSocket protocol? I can do that. Not a biggie. And by the way, the value is master. Okay. All right, which means hmm. Game master in the house. WebSocket is closing. WebSocket is collapsing on itself instantly. Need to do a quick buffer run. Be right back. All right. So at this moment, seems like target trigger name. Seems like I'm getting something out. Which one am I hitting over here? Because yes, I'm connected to questions. I post there. Check if this click works. Okay. Is my WebSocket getting instant closed? Why? Hmm. Is it perhaps because I don't have a form around here? I mean, I can put a form. Doesn't bother me that much. Form will be hidden. Okay. By the way, does it mean that I can just submit the form instead of having a button? Probably. But at the very least now I can have a way to identify, like let's say that I copy this and this becomes like a so HTML form element. I can say master dot submit. Fires the form. Yeah. It probably is a little bit cleaner. And everything else be put over here. This hidden form should be working in the same manner. Perhaps not. Right, I don't know what was that about. But I'm going to lean on the click. F30. Okay. So this looks great because now I can 100% of the time understand who's connecting, which means I can do the same exact idea for my player. So that will be in my buttons.js, my WS open. Instead of master, this will call player. And again, this will be player. And we can even underscore it, or better yet, we're not even gonna bother taking the function in. And my players right, so my players will then have the same hidden model which will simply trigger the same idea. I can put it right down here. It's a good place. Instead of it being master, we player, player, and player. Okay. So this means when a player connects, should take a look at state. Let me say if result player is not nil, then check. Then print this is a player. Oh, this is where the JS buttons. Okay, I'm gonna script it for a second, and then we'll figure it out. Player menu. Okay, this is our player. Very well. Okay, so maybe leave a note to myself that will simply tell me that I need to state, simply need to like todo. Make one socket for unify under one socket. This way I can answer to every event. I believe that that's what's gonna make me happier. So you can socket this out and begin unifying under one socket. Now I'm going to be honest. Using HTMX socket doesn't feel amazing. The fuck? Forgot some files. Yes, I gotta say, HTMX socket doesn't feel that great. It feels very limited. There is some, I'd say there's some caveats to using it. I wouldn't call myself extremely happy in how it's turning out. So I don't know if I would recommend this route or if React was better here. But that's how it do be sometimes. Let's read out and see if someone that I follow is here. But today I won't read it out. Just gonna finish the game over here. So let's see everyone. Yeah, we'll see you in, like, I don't know, tomorrow, perhaps. Yeah, tomorrow at 7, I would say. That's a good time. And thank you for watching. Actually, I'm gonna wait out for the 2 hours because it feels good enough. It feels nice. And bye everyone.